Nestled in the tranquil Northamptonshire countryside, just outside the quaint village of Hannington, stood the old red house. This unassuming building was more than just a pub. It was a treasure chest of history and hauntings, shrouded in local legends and whispered tales of paranormal activity. For centuries this ancient building bore witness to the changing tides of time, its very walls absorbing the joys, sorrows and tragedies of those who crossed its threshold. Originally a humble farmhouse, it had served as a silent observer to the lives and labours of countless generations. The building had seen it all: births, deaths, celebrations, and perhaps even a few secrets buried beneath its ancient floorboards. The passage of time, however, did more than just age the building's structure. It imbued it with an eerie atmosphere, a palpable sense of unseen eyes watching, waiting. Was it merely the echoes of history that clung to its walls, or did something more sinister lurk within? The line between fact and folklore blurred within the walls of the old red house, leaving visitors to grapple with the unsettling possibility that some stories, however fantastical, might just hold a grain of truth. The old red house transformed from a humble farmhouse into a bustling public house. Its doors opened to weary travellers and thirsty locals. Laughter, music, and clinking glasses filled the rooms. Paranormal activities seemed to follow this transformation. Renovations and ownership changes left their mark, yet strange occurrences persisted. Curious visitors and paranormal investigators were drawn in. The building never shook its eerie reputation. Locals spoke of unexplained noises and cold spots. Stepping over the threshold of the old red house was like stepping back in time. The low ceilings, creaking floorboards, and the scent of wood smoke created an atmosphere both cosy and unsettling. Visitors described an oppressive stillness, a silence humming with anticipation. Whispers brushed past ears, fading into silence when pursued. Footsteps echoed from empty corridors as if an unseen entity paced the halls. Pockets of icy air marked the presence of something otherworldly. These occurrences reminded visitors they were not alone in the old red house. Perhaps the most well-known of the old red house's resident spirits was George. His tragic tale, passed down through generations, was as much a part of the building's history as the bricks and mortar that held it together. George, a stable boy who had worked at the farmhouse in the 18th century, met an untimely end in a tragic accident. Some whispered that he had fallen from the hayloft, while others claimed he had been trampled by a spooked horse. Whatever the true circumstances of his demise, George's spirit remained, forever bound to the place of his passing. Those who claimed to have encountered George described him as a mischievous, yet ultimately harmless, presence. Glasses would inexplicably shatter, objects would move on their own, and the sound of laughter, tinged with an unnatural echo, would reverberate through the empty rooms. Some believed George was simply trying to communicate, to make his presence known in the only way he could. Whether George's spirit truly haunted the old red house, or if his story was simply a product of overactive imaginations fueled by the building's eerie atmosphere, was a question that continued to be debated. While George's tale was one of tragedy and mischief, the story of the weeping mother was one of profound sadness and loss. This spectral figure, said to be the spirit of a woman who had lost a child, haunted the upper floors of the old red house, her mournful cries echoing through the empty rooms at night. Guests staying in the rooms on the upper floors reported hearing the sound of a woman sobbing, her cries filled with an unbearable sorrow that seemed to seep into the very walls. Some claimed to have felt a cold spot near their beds, accompanied by the distinct feeling of being watched, of being judged by an unseen presence. The weeping mother's grief was palpable, a tangible presence that permeated the air around her. Whether she was searching for her lost child, seeking solace in the familiar surroundings of her former life, or simply unable to move on from her grief, the weeping mother's presence served as a stark reminder of the enduring power of a parent's love and the devastating pain of loss. Adding another layer to the old Red House's haunted reputation were the tales of spectral soldiers, their presence a chilling reminder of a turbulent past. The English Civil War had raged across the countryside centuries earlier, leaving its mark on the landscape and in the collective memory of the region. Legend had it that the old Red House, then a humble farmhouse, had served as a temporary encampment for weary soldiers, offering them respite from the horrors of war. However, the respite was short-lived, and a skirmish near the property claimed the lives of several soldiers, their souls forever tethered to the site of their demise. Witnesses described seeing figures in tattered uniforms, their faces obscured by shadow, marching in formation across the grounds. The presence of these spectral soldiers added a chilling dimension to the old Red House's haunted history. The persistent rumours of paranormal activity at the old Red House attracted the attention of numerous paranormal investigators over the years. Drawn to the building's eerie reputation and the sheer volume of anecdotal evidence, these investigators sought to document the unexplained occurrences and perhaps shed light on the truth behind the legends. Armed with an array of equipment designed to detect fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, temperature changes, and other anomalies, these teams hoped to capture definitive proof of the paranormal. Significant temperature drops were recorded in specific areas, particularly in the rooms where George and the weeping mother were said to manifest. Electromagnetic field detectors spiked erratically, suggesting a sudden surge in energy that could not be attributed to any conventional source. Audio recordings captured EVPs, disembodied voices whispering from the ether, their messages often garbled and open to interpretation. While these findings did not definitively prove the existence of ghosts, they provided compelling evidence to support the claims of those who had experienced unexplained phenomena at the old Red House. In a twist of fate that saddened many paranormal enthusiasts and local historians, the old Red House was demolished in 2021. Despite its historical significance and haunted reputation, the building had fallen into disrepair, and the cost of restoration proved prohibitive. The decision to demolish the building was met with mixed emotions, with some lamenting the loss of a local landmark and others expressing relief that the spirits that were said to haunt the building would finally be laid to rest. Some believed that the spirits were intrinsically tied to the physical structure of the building, and that its demolition would result in their dispersal or even their passing into the afterlife. Others posited that spirits are not bound by the physical realm and that the energy or memories they imprinted upon a location could linger long after the building itself was gone. While these accounts were difficult to verify and could be attributed to overactive imaginations or the power of suggestion, they fueled the debate about the enduring legacy of haunted locations, even after the physical structures that housed them were gone. The old Red House may be gone, reduced to rubble and memory, but its legacy as a haunted location endures. Whether the stories of George, the weeping mother, the spectral soldiers, and the countless other unexplained occurrences were the product of overactive imaginations or genuine encounters with the paranormal remains a matter of debate. Perhaps it is not literal spirits that haunt places like the old Red House, but rather the echoes of emotions, the residue of past events, and the weight of memories that cling to the very fabric of these locations. The stories we tell, the legends we perpetuate, serve as a form of remembrance, a way of honoring the lives lived and lost within the walls of these buildings. Did the demolition of the building finally lay the spirits to rest, or do their stories continue to haunt those who remember them, a testament to the enduring power of belief and the enduring mystery of what lies beyond the veil. The old red house may be gone, but its haunting legacy serves as a reminder that some stories, like the spirits they tell of, may never truly die. If you enjoyed this journey into the mysteries of the old red house, please like, comment, and subscribe for more tales of the unknown.